Chewie reached deep into his front right pocket. With one swift movement, he pulled out his carving knife, placed it in the palm of my hand, and closed my fist tightly around it. I felt the smooth bone handle still warm from Chewie's touch, and the switch that released the razor-sharp blade. "You might need this," he said. I knew this was his only knife. It was the only knife he'd ever carved with. Neither of us spoke. The stories from earlier, told and untold, hung in the night air. I was embarrassed. Lalo and Chewie had not only given me their most precious possessions, they'd given me the only things of value they owned. And I felt ashamed. I had nothing for either of them. Worse than that, I hadn't even thought about giving them a present. I stood, shifted my body, and stuck my hands in my pockets. I kicked the ground with the toe of one shoe and looked out into the night. But Lalo and Chewie didn't care. They didn't expect a thing from me. They knew me and my life upside down and inside out. How could I give what I didn't have? Lalo let me off the hook. A familiar sparkle appeared in his eye. "I have an idea. Let's meet in 10 years when we're 25. What do you say, Miguel?" He said it as a challenge. He said it in the same way he used to dare us to smoke or drink or skip school. It seemed like a present I could give. It was a promise I could keep. Chewie jumped on the idea. "Yeah, 10 años, aquí mismo en San Jacinto. Okay, Miguel? Okay?" I nodded. We shook hands, sealing the promise we'd made. Our eyes traveled from one to the other. These were my best friends. I could see in their eyes the belief that somehow we'd always be the same, that we'd always feel the same. Papa had been gone 7 years. It seemed like forever. 10 years was an eternity. Chewie and Lalo couldn't know something I'd learned from Papa's absence. That it wouldn't be long before I forgot the way Chewie tilted his head when he listened, the way Lalo crossed his arms when he talked, how much Chewie loved to joke, or how much Lalo hated to lose. My friends still believed they would somehow remember everything about me. I knew they would forget.